What exactly happened in the accident involving the minister? The minister made a statement and whatnot, but what exactly happened? Resulting in your husband, but he died, he succumbed to his injuries. What exactly happened?
I'm not really sure. The owners ask questions pertaining to it, and wherever people see online, people say online the car was overtaken. I don't know how true that is, but
Were you there?
No.
Okay, well you weren't there.
I wasn't there.
So I know you requested my to have an audience with me, and I make myself available to you. You understand? First of all, accept my sympathy. You know, it must be very hard. And when did this accident took place?
Was the day before? That was Saturday morning.
Saturday morning.
5.
This is what time?
What time it transpired?
Yeah.
5 in the morning.
Where was your husband going?
He came back home from Alleyne with his friends.
He was lying with his friends.
That is his music friends.
His music friends. He was driving what kind of car?
He wasn't driving. He was in a backseat.
Passenger. What kind of vehicle?
I don't really know what kind of vehicle it is, but I could see.
How many occupants were in the vehicle?
Based on what I see, 3.
Do you know them?
Yeah.
And what they said happened?
They said that this guy sudden stop. I asked if they was speeding and thing, and they said no. They said that this guy sudden brakes from where he named, but when I watch the video from where he named, I see different things, so I really don't know what transpired.
Who's where he named?
My head kind of hot to
A.N.
Robertson or whatever is his name.
Okay, Mr. Roberts, the minister. Okay.
So
what you saw in the video?
Well, I only see the video where he discussed what transpired, and that was about it.
Okay, and the occupants of the car said that because the minister said he swerved, he had to swerve from hitting another vehicle.
Guy in another sort of grey wing road pulled away from that white BMW, hit me broadside on the left. I then hit the median of the Beetham Highway, the center, grate up the tires and hit the median and came to a stop. After settling what might be approximately 8, 9, 10 seconds, I looked into my rearview mirror and Lord have mercy.
Right? He ran off the road a bit. Right? His car spun around and that was it.
Yeah, that was
So sad that your husband was in another vehicle involved in the accident and he succumbed to his injuries. Is there anything you want to tell me again?
I just want to find out what it is, what really happened, what really transpired.
Did you speak to the other occupants of the cars yet?
He just said, because I talked to him when he was in the hospital, when I went in the hospital.
Who was driving?
His friend.
His friend. What his friend told you?
Well, I don't know.
His friend has a name?
He was in our state, yeah.
What's his name?
They just call him Zola.
Zola. What did Zola tell you?
He just said they was driving, because I asked if he was speeding. He said no, they was driving and the guy sudden brakes. I was in the fast lane. And that was about it. I was broken down at the time, so I didn't really question it.
Well, apparently when they were coming down, that they saw the minister vehicle on the road. Already, am I right?
They was coming up the highway from the gas station on the Beetham.
Right.
Heading back, he was heading back home.
That's so he was driving in an eastern direction. His car was facing east. Right, the vicinity of the Beetham gas station there. And the rest, well, we know that the minister car hit the medium. You know, he almost died also.
Yeah, I see what you say. He braced himself and whatnot.
And just, you know, again, I don't want you to feel because I might know people, you know, I know you wanted to meet with me. So I'm sure the minister will visit you. You have a video for me to see? Or can I see? You have a video of it on your phone?
Video of?
Any video of the accident or anything?
The only video I see is what is on your page.
Okay, what is on the page?
The only thing I see, that is the only thing I do.
Okay. Well, I guess the matter is being investigated. But at the end of the day, how long you been and what is your husband's name?
Stephen Primus.
Stephen Primus. How old was he?
The don't really like to expose the age and thing, but like now my head kind of, yeah.
But Stephen died, right? Could you tell me his age, please, ma'am? Of course, what is his age?
42.
Pardon
43.
me?
I think it's 43.
43. And how old are you?
25.
25. How long you all been together?
Almost, could be over 9 years.
9 years. You have children together with him?
A son.
A son. How is his son taking? How old is his son?
3.
Well, I just want you to know why I'm here, that the matter has been investigated, right? They have CCTV, whatever video, whatever. You understand? And let the investigation, the traffic, the police investigate
They
it.
could get a video for me to see.
Pardon me?
They could get a video so we could view it and see what transpired. Because
Well, I guess for all that, they will come and take, they'll have to take statement from the persons that was there. We don't know if they were, did they have drinks? Or if they were linemen, I'm sure they would have had drinks at that hour of the morning.
Primus was drinking.
Primus was drinking.
I don't know about the other.
Primus is the driver.
No, Primus is my husband.
Primus, so why his other two friends wouldn't be drinking?
I don't know, but I know he was drinking.
But he wasn't the driver. Okay? So it's obvious if them linemen, I think they must have having drinks. So you don't know. I don't want to cast aspersions on nobody. Alright? I don't want to say who was drunk, who was under the influence, because maybe a breathalyzer would have had to be taken, and you know, for us to come to that conclusion. Alright? But in that hour of the morning, they're coming back from home, and you know, so we don't know. But just I'm here to let you know, we'll get to the bottom of it. Alright? That's why I visited you. Okay? And I know you said you wanted to talk to me also. Am I right?
Yeah.
So I didn't want you to deny you that audience. Because I know Anil Roberts well. You know? I don't want to come across like that. I still made myself available to you. But to let you know that leave the investigation. I mean, the minister said his part on the air, what exactly happened, and you all are seeing that right now.
Grey Wing Road, pulled away from that white BMW, hit me broadside on the left. I then hit the median of the Beetham Highway, the center, grate up the tires and hit the median and came to a stop. After settling what might be approximately 8, 9, 10 seconds, I looked into my rearview mirror, and Lord have mercy.
And again, so you have seen the video. Go ahead.
I wasn't there, so
And you
I
was
can't
not there.
say
Okay, there are 3
exactly.
persons in the vehicle. Where was your husband seated in that vehicle?
In the back seat.
And what happened to the front seat passenger?
Well, the male and the female was under some surgery, scan and whatever.
But they spoke to you. But they okay. They alive.
I spoke to a friend.
I spoke to his friend. And what about the female person?
The friend, I don't know. But the friend was under he was saying me under some pain and whatnot and stuff.
But he was talking.
Yeah, he was trying to talk. He was talking, but he was trying to talk. His voice was sound different because he got some injury in his face or whatever.
So maybe the car spun wrong and it hit something, because for him to be, for the 2 persons to the back seat, the front seat to survive, and he sat down in the back and he died. You know?
It's just...
It kind of, you know, you really want to know what's going on. And then they were coming back from Alleyne, they were partying, they are DJs, right? They both, and the driver, the guy who's...
They just do music. I was
So wait.
home by him.
So then, the fellow you spoke to, what's his name?
Zola.
So Zola wasn't driving the car, then the woman
Zola
was...
is driving the car.
Oh, Zola was driving the car?
The woman was in the passenger.
Oh, the woman was the passenger, all right, and your husband was seated in the back. Right. So we now
I
understand.
don't know who the young lady did was.
So Zola said he was having drinks?
No, he never.
Where
did.
they were linemen before?
There was home by him.
That's
They
where?
went Home. I don't know where he lives.
So that hour he them leaving?
No, they leave since. No, if they're breezing out and they do music, they'll sit down and lie home by them and they'll go freestyle or wherever.
Okay.
And well, he did leave and went by him.
Your husband left?
Yeah.
Uh,
And is on the way back home, is then yet to hear the accident, or I started to see the accident up, and then I was hearing, when I realized it's darker, and then I know he was there and whatnot. So I started to investigate, because I didn't get a phone call one time when it happened, and I started organizing and left.
So they were linemen at home at Zola?
They said
at
it was
Zola's?
home, and then they stopped out.
Where did they stop out?
The avenue, I think it's the avenue.
Avenue? And where they were linemen on the avenue?
They went for double to eat.
Right, but where they were linemen before that?
I don't know.
So we need to know all that. So if they were linemen in a club, you understand, so we can get the footage, you know?
I don't know.
So we have to know the two persons, the woman and Zola, matter. That doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. At the end of the day, ma'am, bottom line, your husband died in an accident and you want justice like anybody else. This is not no witch hunt to destroy nobody. She just wants justice as anybody else. She contacted me. I know Anil Roberts well, and I did not want this woman to feel, or her family to feel, or her friends to feel that, you know, I.A.N. Alleyne and Anil real good, and you know, of course we good, but so that's why I make myself available. All right, so we'll leave it like that, right? And just like any widow, they want to know. She has a little boy with the guy, and it's sad.
Yeah, 5 children and all.
Yeah, 5 children and all.
Yeah.
So you're the last person he was with for the last 3 years.
More than 3 years.
More than 3 years.
Yeah.
What, 9 years or something?
9 years.
9 years, right? So, you know, it's so sad. So we'll hope for the best, man. I want you to know that I came here to hear your side, right? And I really want to hear where Zola and this girl went, where they were linemen on the avenue, where they stopped for double, because they already have to know, they already have to track that car from all the points where they were hanging out. So somebody had to come out of dogs. Since Zola talking, police will have to go and ask Zola what went on, because one person is dead. Okay? One person is dead. So not because they say, well, they find the minister is a hyper-fighting. No. That have nothing to do with it. One person is dead in an accident. We want to know who Zola was the driver, where Zola and his friend and where they were linemen before on the avenue. If they were having drinks, they don't think they'll go get the CCTV. We need to find out where they were hanging out. Okay? All right, so accept my sympathy again, okay? And you be strong. If there's anything I can do for you, please let me know. But I'm here for you, all right? I did not deny you an audience. Thanks again. Thank you. Yes, she wants to know exactly what happened. Like any other widow, becoming a widow suddenly, you really don't know what life has in store for you, and it's terrible. She spoke to the driver. He's saying that they went for doubles. There was a lady in front, so now we're getting somewhere. She wants justice. Okay? So we need to find out where they were before. If they were consuming alcohol, if Zola, who was driving, had drinks, where they were hanging out, they stopped for doubles, no problem. Where if they were club hopping, you don't know. All right? So we'll find out, okay? And we'll get back to you. Okay, I wish if I had an opportunity to speak to Zola, you send me his number. If no problem, send me a number. All right? Thank you again. Be strong. Thank you.